What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel, and today we have my post week one of the practice matches team update. So an interesting weekend of practice matches. I pretty much saw all of them. I know roughly how everyone went. A couple games I missed, but yeah, for the majority I know what happened. So this is the team. This is how it's looking. Not 100% sold on structure yet, but I like the look of this. Um, so we got Jake Lloyd D1. He didn't set the world on fire in the practice match, but I think, we know what to expect from him. He's fine. Jaden Short and Lockie Whitfield, two guys that played really, really well. I think Whitfield had like 130 fantasy or something. So I think he's a lock. He could be D1, honestly. With a full preseason, he could be D1. And Short looks really good. So I think Short averages maybe the 100 to 105, possibly more with that Willie, hopefully more. But yeah, I think he's pretty safe for top six defenders. Sino Driscoll Dean, they did okay. DeConing was pretty bad, but apparently he's still going to play. But yeah, I don't know about this McDonough guy. We'll see. Rookies, we'll see. We obviously know that. Seems like we're pretty light on rookies, and I might have to change my structure a little bit. I don't want to touch my midfield, ideally. I'm really confident and happy with this midfield. It's a little bit stacked, but it is what it is. So McRae, played so well. Thought he might lose some CBAs. He didn't. He was fine. He's back to his best, as per usual. Steele didn't set the world on fire, but scored really well. I think he had like a 115 in the down game. So very happy with that. Jack Steele's a lock. Tackles. He's just a beast. And you could tell he was just cruising as well. If he's cruising, dropping 115s, I mean, yeah, I think that says enough. Tuke Miller had the 140. He is an absolute gun. I can't not start with Tuke Miller. I think he could be M1 this year. Averaged the 135 in the second half of the season, I believe. And just, man, I had him really early last year, and I'm so glad I did. It's just when he stopped tagging. Those first 5 or 6 rounds he was tagging, he became an on-ball mid, no tag, no defensive role, and he just got completely let off the leash. He's like everyone talks about his work rate, but he's actually very skillful as well. And I think people often sleep on how good he is with the ball, and he tackles. So just a perfect SuperCoach player. I can't not start with him. Lockie Neal did really well. Also, so I think Neal, Steele, Miller, and McRae aren't coming out of my team. The other two might, Rowell and Berry. I'd hope they don't, but they might. So Rowell was amazing. Apparently got tagged second half by Will Drew. Imagine tagging a 20-year-old kid in a practice match. I mean, Port, just give up on life, please. Um, yeah, I think he's just too good a value. You don't have to have him as a keeper at that price. You just don't. 342k. He probably makes 200k and averages 100, 95, 100, and we make 200k. And if he does become a keeper, well, I feel like anyone that doesn't start with him just can't win the 50 grand. Like, straight up, you're going to need to start Real if he does become a top 8 mid. And it looks like he could. It sounds a bit bold to say, but I think he could, honestly. But like I said, that price, he doesn't have to be a keeper. And Jared Berry, I believe he had like a 170. So at 268k, he's looking really, really good. Easily going to make money for us. Definitely don't think he's going to be a keeper or a top 8 or anything, but he looks really, really fit. Yeah, I think he's a great option for us, a great cash cow option. Possibly a stepping stone to someone like a Clary. But yeah, Jared Berry just going to make too much money to avoid him, I think. So we got Horn Francis and Dacos. Horn Francis got enough CBAs and so did Dacos. And I think Dacos is a bit of a stat pad, so he gets the ball around the ground, which is really promising. And then Stevens, Saligo, and McDonald. Don't know much about them, but apparently they're going to play. Well, hopefully they're going to play. Darcy Grundy, I've gone back to, and I thought, look, with Bruce, I really want him, but it just doesn't look like the GWS are going to use him as their number one ruck. It looks like they're still going to go with Matt Flynn, which is okay, but for potential Bruce owners, it's not okay. So yeah, Bruce maybe R3, maybe I don't know yet. We'll see. And then Grundy's Grundy. Simple as that. We don't need to worry about that. And same with Darcy. Like, I think Darcy, out of the three, and I know Gorn went huge with Jackson taking the most of the CBAs, but I still just don't trust that lack of job security. Like, if Gorn was rucking all day, He's in my team, and there's no doubt whatsoever. But it's because he is sharing. I feel like he's not going to be able to pump out 140s every week. I could be wrong. He could be R1, but that's just what I think. And then we've got Josh Dunkley, and I said he wasn't a lock, and look, I think he is a lock. I have heard that Bailey Smith is going to play mid-time, so we'll see about that. But yeah, I think Dunkley still gets his CBA. He's had 37 touches, tackles so well. One of the best tackling mids in the league for sure. Yeah, he's just a great SuperCoach player, honestly. Like he does everything right. Butters dropped a 170 or 167 or something. He might be the biggest lock. He's so freaking good, so clean with the ball, tackles. Yeah, as long as he stays fit, that's the only question mark with Butters, is the body stays right. Provided it does, he should be in everyone's team. Now, Lockie Weller, a bit of a pod, taking most of the kick-ins at Gold Coast, playing really, really well off half-back. I only watched the first half and he looked really, really good. I think he finished on something like 115. I think he could be a really, really nice pod option. At the moment, it's either him or Heaney for me. And I think Weller just has a slightly better role. Gold Coast probably going to lose more games than they win. The ball's going to be down in their back line quite a bit. So, yeah, Lockie Weller should take a lot of kick-ins a game. And not only that, is they sort of were looking for him quite a bit around the attacking from defence. So, yeah, really like the Weller pick at this point. Cogs apparently tore it up, so very happy with that. And then Rochelle looked really good. Kicked three goals, I think. Small forward, so a bit of a dodgy role for SuperCoach, but he's actually seemed like a genuinely good player. So who knows, he could make us a bit of money. And then Paddy McCartan apparently played all right off half-back, so a nice role he has, half-back. Hopefully playing an intercept role, not a lockdown, but if he is playing lockdown, it is what it is. 150k rookie that's going to play, so yeah. Durden, didn't see too much of him, but apparently he was good. And then McGuinness, I'm not sure about either, but yeah. So we've got the 3-5, if you want to count Rails as keeper, 3-5-2-3-4 structure. So what's that? 8, 10. Yeah, so we've got 14 players we think are going to be keepers. That includes Cogs and Rao. And 13 if we don't count Rao, which I'm very happy with. I think that's a very good structure. Obviously, rookies will dictate that round one. So if we don't have the rookies in certain fields, we're going to have to make sacrifices. At this point, I don't want to touch McRae, Steele, Mill, and Neal. I don't want to touch Darcy or Grundy. I don't want to touch Dunkley or Butters. Lloyd, I'm not touching, and Whitfield. But the others are all expendable. So, yeah, that's pretty much my whole team that I don't want to touch. But yeah, at this point, this is what the team looks like. Let me know what you guys have to say in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.